Hello again. So dear viewer, you may remember a couple of weeks ago I got in a lot of model kits, some of which I'll be keeping, some of which I won't be keeping. One of the keepers is this huge Revell 172 scale German submarine Wolfe pack U-boat. It's now an oldish kit. Back in the day when these were purchased by people, a lot of them radio controlled them because there's no actual interior into the things. So a lot of people made them up for radio control. This particular model I shall be building at some stage, and look, it doesn't have the dreaded thing that goes in the middle of that flag, which strikes fear into the heart of people and gets your YouTube videos banned. So keeping this, I thought I'd like to get a crew for it. Now, I had this many years ago when it was a brand new model, and Revell, where have I put them at? Revell also did a crew for it. But if you know your plastic model soldier figures, a lot of the figures are repetitive, so only like a handful can actually be used. The Revell crew now became a discontinued kit. This is still available, but not the crew. But as luck would have it, I found a crew being offered second-hand by some bloke on eBay. So I thought, whether I keep this or not depends on getting the crew. So what I found on eBay was a box of those, not the crew, right? A box of those, not the crew, and a second-hand box of those, the crew. Now, all these three were being offered by one bloke because I couldn't find a brand new set because it's obsolete. They don't make them anymore. So I thought, well, for the outlay of the three, I paid £10 for that, got those two for nothing. So they can go back out again, and that was free. Now, unfortunately, like a lot of these figures, they are very repetitive. I mean, there's quite a lot of mouldings of this guy with the binoculars. So I don't know how many you can actually use, but, you know, guys with rope fenders and, you know, but what I intend to do at some point in the future is get either the original or the reissue of the Airfix 172 scale S-boat, or E-boat as we call them, make that, and this could be some of the crew for it. But some of this crew will be utilised in this. So really happy to find those on eBay about 4 days ago. Like I said, those are the boxes of soldiers that came with them, can go back out again. So yeah, so really pleased to have them. So I'll have a look at this thing. It's quite a size. If I can get the lid off. Come on. Now, as you can see, when you put it all together, there's not a great amount of detail on it. And as you can see, no emblem of the evil empire. Look, look, look. I can put that on eBay, look, ooh, German flag on eBay, without the thing in the middle. And you've just got the generic details there. So in the box, you've got two big halves of body, and a lot of the box is empty space. So you've got one half there, one half there. There's no interior, but I do believe that when other manufacturers followed on the bandwagon, other manufacturers made interiors, or other manufacturers probably made aftermarket interiors for this thing. But yeah, you can see the size of it. All the other bits and pieces are retained under there with your PE parts, all the conning tower, etc, etc, and your instruction sheet and your little thread for the masts, aerials, etc. So it should be an interesting build sometime. I'll have to build it as a kind of surface vessel rather than an underwater vessel, because I want the crew on the actual bodywork. You know, I could do it as maybe going back into its base camp, like at the end of Das Boot. You know, you have the crew kind of standing on the top of the deck. So it'll probably be built like that rather than as a underwater ready vessel. So yeah. So again, something else that came in as a trade. Part trade, part purchase. A lot of model kits I don't want, but I know that I can sell them. I know that I can find a home for them. So yeah, so really pleased with that. The older Revell, German submarine, and a crew from a different source, second hand, and 2 freebie model soldier boxes which I can sell back out again. So, bye for now.